From Studio A in one Biloxi Square in the deserted town of Lake Worth, Texas, it's the Grandpa and Pappy Show. All right, here we go. Our first one is underway, and we are about ready to explode and have a little fun
About
with it.
to stash one in the bucket, my
Put
compadre.
Yeah, stick a fork in it. We're almost done. Hey, welcome in. We want to make sure everybody feels comfortable with our first program. We want to tell you what the program is about and how you can participate, Pappy.
Well, and first off, I want to thank, and Grandpa and I want to thank all of you patiently waiters out there and current subscribers to our podcast page, and a few of you that are on the YouTube page. We appreciate your patience. This could not happen without your help.
Absolutely. And we want to make sure that when you go onto YouTube to watch this, that you subscribe to this channel, because the more of you that do subscribe, and it's absolutely free, incidentally, the longer we can start doing this. But we're looking forward to it. We've been looking forward to it for a long time. A couple old DJs from back in the past.
Old farts from East Texas. I thought they were good in radio.
Well,
Actually,
yeah.
we were, but
Well, that's been a long time ago there, pal.
my, how technology has changed.
It has. But, hey, we want you to make sure that you write this down, that if you have any comments, suggestions, or program ideas on what you'd like for us to talk about, just send it to our email address.
That
Pappy.
would be grandpa and Pappy at gmail.com.
Absolutely. And then we read all of them, and we'll be going over some of these a little bit later in the program. But right now, what we really want to talk about is something that's very serious, and we want to be serious for a little bit. And throw a lighter look at it, is the coronavirus that's going on today. It's really caused what I would call a coronavirus
Lindsay.
yeah. Paranoia, actually, is what it is. And this stuff is for real, everybody. We've been looking into it, and we want everybody to listen to what the government officials, state officials are telling you, because this stuff is for real, Pat.
Well, there's a lot of theory in this. I mean, you hit the nail on the head when you said it's a pandemic. It's a frenzy. I mean, common sense and a little bit of patience will take. Just like Grandpa said, just do what's expected of you. It's not a bit different than dealing with the flu. If you're sick, stay home. Don't shake hands with anybody. Don't be licking faces like a lot of our friends do. I had to stop, so you do too. So
Yeah.
but it's a very real situation. But together we can knock it out.
Now let's talk a little bit about all these kids that are staying at home and parents that are staying at home. What can they do with their time, Pap?
Well, they can.
Yeah, I mean, just nice little things like learning how to clean your room, how to cook,
How to change a flat,
how to change your oil,
mow the yard,
write in cursive. Amazing.
do simple math.
Yes, do simple math.
Yeah.
Take this time to really spend time with your children. Make it productive. They would have been at school anyway learning. It's about time that we parents jump in and teach our children the way of the world.
Well, just like my pops used to tell me years as well, it all starts at home.
It does.
Just be a parent, the parent that you committed to be when you had the kid.
I have a challenge for all parents out there. During this time when you're going to have to stay home, let's see how many of you can have dinner together around the table and just talk and eat like we used to do when we grew up, Pat.
We had no choice.
We had no choice.
We'd get our ass beat if we didn't hit the dinner table. We'd have to go to bed hungry. So,
Ain't it so?
get cracked on the head with a hickory hammer handle.
And, we're laughing a little bit, having a little fun with it, but the coronavirus is very deadly. But I read some things today, Pap, if I can take just a
Yeah,
few
go
minutes.
ahead. Yeah.
I learned from looking and researching that France has tested a combination of malaria medications and antibiotics on patients in France and have found that it battles and reduces the coronavirus in patients that have been diagnosed with it. And it says here's the U.S. government is looking closely at that study, and if they find out, and it's a report that's been made, a medical report, that if that is true and they find that, they're going to speed that up along with some of the other stuff they're looking
Question
at.
is, does it cure diarrhea? I mean, that way everybody can start returning all these toilet paper rolls back that they're hoarding.
That is a good statement right there, because when we start looking at, and we're going to jump on those people that are at the supermarkets going nuts, buying stuff like toilet paper.
Yep.
I mean, I've got this one on sale for $1.50 per square inch. So, we can make that. Plus, if in all seriousness, limit what you're doing. People are going crazy at the supermarkets.
Absolutely. It's ridiculous. I'm ashamed to shop with fellow man anymore,
I'll tell you what, the wife and I went out shopping yesterday, and I wished I had my pistol with me. I'd have wiped out about half of the supermarket because they would cut you off, bump into your carts. If they saw something on the shelf, they raced to get in front of you, and it was just instant paranoia is what it was. And I tell you, and I think yesterday here in Lake Worth, we finally found some hand towels.
Now, I'm using mismatched socks already, so they should write a song about something like that.
They should. And I think maybe they have, Pap.
Well, let's find out.
Pop all the toilet paper on the shelf and don't leave any for anyone else. Just goes to prove that you don't have any soul.
That's right.
And you're nothing but a big asshole. How much paper does it really take
A lot.
to wipe that ass of yours, for goodness sakes? The greediness has gotten out of control. I hope you plug up your toilet bowl.
Yeah. Plug up the old bowl.
Call me an old twit. That's okay, I know you're so full of it. Just goes to prove that you don't have any soul.
Ain't it so?
I don't have any soul.
But a big asshole. I'm still sitting on the toilet bowl.
See them in line at the stores every day.
Somebody to bring me a roll.
Yeah.
Thanks to the hoarders who are out of control. I got nothing to wipe my hole.
Oh my.
I'm still sitting on the toilet
Oh my.
bowl. Waiting for somebody to bring me a roll.
Yeah.
Thanks to the hoarders who are out of control. I got nothing to wipe my hole.
Well, that about sums it up.
That does.
It really does. But we really do
Lord.
want you to stop and listen to what everybody's telling you. Keep your hands washed. Yeah, keep your hands washed. If you go out and into the woods, Pappy.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's we're thinking about adding these people to our
Sponsor list.
sponsor
Yeah,
list. That's
absolutely.
right. Just a couple of squirts down the old butt crack, you're good to go.
Yeah, and it's called
Into the woods.
Into the Woods. Yeah, that way you don't have to wipe your rear end with those three-leafed little plants.
At a local Dollar General store near you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
That's right.
Well, it's gotten so bad that they're closing restaurants and bars. They even closed our water hole.
Ah, the field office.
The
is no
field
more.
office, that's correct.
I'm heartbroken.
Yeah, it is bad.
Oh, my.
People going crazy. They don't have a place that they can do that. Hey, I like kind of what California did. Did you hear what they did?
What's that?
They've closed all of their businesses, bars, restaurants, and everything. You know the only thing that's open? Marijuana dispensaries.
Oh, by God. Somebody Somebody wasn't thinking right, at least.
Oh, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, man. Oh.
Well, I forgot, man. There's no
How many
toilet paper.
Jeff Spicolis are we creating out there? I guess they'd rather you be stoned and not care about anything than getting out. I don't know, but it is serious. But you got to take a look at it.
It
and
is, yeah.
One thing we do want to tell you: if you're out there shopping, stop and think about it a minute. Do you really need 19 big packages of toilet paper?
Lord help us.
I mean, just get one. There's other people that may need some too. So use common sense. And the thing that's got me a little bit riled is our buddy Sean posted something on Facebook the other day that had me going because
He'll do that.
I could see him doing this, and then the bottom line was a joke, but he was so right about this. There are elderly people, there are moms out there that need the baby wipes, things like this. On a serious nature, don't go out and buy all this stuff, and be kind to one another. Understand that we're all going through this thing, and we got to face it together, Pat.
Well, I mean, keep in mind there's other people out there that need to wipe the rear end too, so at least be respectful before you smack them
go
in the
back
head
to
and
the
steal their damn
song.
toilet paper, That's right.
I go back to the song. It's really good. It just hit it right on the nose. I hope we didn't offend anybody, but that was funny because
was.
it
Here
actually
you are.
put everything
In the proper perspective.
That's
right.
exactly correct. Let's look. Is there anything else that we need
Lord.
to? I was real proud of our President Trump yesterday and Congress members on both sides of the aisle because they worked together and they passed legislation to send checks out to help ease loss of income for all these workers that are working in restaurants and bars and other businesses that they've been told to stay home. And they're going to lose income, and that's a scary thing, Pap.
How about us podcast people? We have to stay home.
Well, I think we, other than Maxwell, the janitor, are the only ones here except for Miss Kay in the One Biloxi Plaza building,
Beautiful downtown Fort Worth.
Yeah, it is. But it was good to see both sides come together for a change and to
Right.
work for the benefit of all Americans. And from what I understand, the first checks are going to go out in April.
Checks are in the mail.
Yeah, checks will be in the mail. So anytime you have to pay a little extra in tax money in the future, just remember this. Every time you got one of those checks, it helped you make the rent or buy some groceries and keep your family fed.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So it's going to be...
Still hadn't got my check. Oh, God.
We're still waiting, Pap.
Okay.
I love it. But anyway, it is a very serious thing, and we don't want to make too much light of it, but there are some funny things that people at the grocery stores going crazy. Costco frenzy, man, it was
All of them.
It was just absolutely nuts.
Hell, they're stabbing people in the aisles at Costco.
Yeah, I saw that. A guy broke a wine bottle and just stabbed a guy because he stepped in front of him to get toilet paper. I mean, come on, let's
You
get
used to only
real
see
here.
that kind of action in bars, where they break the bottle and cut your ass up.
Ain't it so? But anyway, that's what's going on as far as the coronavirus is concerned, and it's very concerning to everyone.
Well,
so,
and keep in mind, we're not making fun of the virus itself.
no.
What we're making fun of are all the ding-dongs out there and the reactions that...
I like the way you
This is
clean
pretty-
that up.
Well,
It
I
was-
got blood trickling down my lip. If I
no.
had my teeth in, it would. But it's common sense, people. Just get your head out of your butt.
yeah.
Well,
And
if they had their head out of
and
their butt,
you
they wouldn't even
just
open it.
cannot keep toilet paper on the shelves.
Can't keep it on our table either. There's 3 rows in here the other
Who
day.
was it? Let's see. We went to Sam's yesterday. We went to Walmart yesterday, and we went to Albertsons looking for toilet paper. There was no toilet paper,
Yeah.
but thank God for Albertsons, who are limiting customers to one paper item
What,
per
like-
family.
Like 1 square?
Well, no, it could be one package of toilet paper or one package of hand towels.
And that's, it brings to mind is why the divine Miss Helen's not here.
Mm-hmm.
I tore off about 10 squares of toilet paper and dropped her butt off on Lancaster today.
Did you get the new sign printed?
I did.
Okay.
Don't you
Let me know if that works. The divine Miss H, maybe Miss K, maybe. I don't
keep your drawers up and sell these instead, okay? Don't you come home with a square left. So,
well, anyway, they have suggested that you keep your hands washed.
Yeah.
And do that. Plus, one of the other things that they're suggesting is don't shake hands. Don't shake hands, because that's a good way for you to, spread this thing if you've been exposed to the coronavirus.
Don't rub noses either.
And that's true.
Bump booties as long as you've got protective
Do
layers
the
on.
elbow.
You tap shoes.
Yeah,
you
do the
bump toes.
Yeah. So our good buddy Jeff, he just gives everybody a fist pump.
That's virtual.
Yes. Okay. So anyway, just be real careful out there, friends. We'll keep you updated on our future shows on anything that's going on serious, breakthroughs or anything like this. So anyway, we'll move on to something else.
All right.
I really want to talk about some of the emails that we have been getting on grandpa and pappy at gmail.com.
Been getting some very interesting emails.
We really have, and we really want to thank you guys for doing that and taking time. We won't give full names here for privacy's sakes, but
Only to the people we don't like.
only to the people we
Addresses and phone numbers soon to follow.
Yeah.
Lisa's one of them.
Yeah. Well, Lisa had an interesting one, Pappy.
She did. She wants to know about the legalization of marijuana in Texas. Man.
Well, you and I, we've had several discussions about this.
We have.
And
I remember I was stoned.
I don't want a lot of people to turn into somebody like Jeff Spicoli,
Yeah.
and not be able to do their work or anything like that, because it could be very dangerous. And if they pass this thing and make it legal,
Right.
my question to you is, do businesses still have the right to test their employees for marijuana use?
Sure they do. It's law. It's law.
So everybody out there that may partake of the leaves, so to speak,
Of the mighty leaf.
you still have to be very careful.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Would you want somebody stoned on their gourd working on your car or hanging a piece of heavy metal over your
I
head?
wouldn't. No,
I wouldn't either, even though put it this way, I have a friend that used to do that. So.
Well, that's true too.
But I mean,
I've known some that are under the influence. That's when they do their best work.
well, yeah, that's the only time I make sense is when I'm drunk or stoned. So I've been told. But
Well-
I mean, it's completely legal in 11 states. It's been decriminalized in 15,
Yeah,
17
something like
states or
that.
so, something like that.
In California, that still gets me. The only businesses that are open are the marijuana dispensaries out there.
That's why they make so much sense out there. Everybody's stoned as hell.
I can't believe that. But
But-
Lisa, we'll be talking about that a little bit.
Well,
more.
and my suggestion, if you want your voice to be heard, write our Lieutenant Governor, Dan Patrick, and show your concern about, what is it, the HB 16,
House bill.
I'm sorry, HB 63 House bill. It's been heard by the House, but it hasn't been heard by the Senate. And our illustrious Lieutenant Governor Patrick is the chief mofo of that said Senate. So he's the one you need to rattle. And maybe
Now, I'm not talking about protesting in his front yard. You may wind up in a duck chute.
yeah, that
before
was
it's all
crazy.
over.
I met him before he even got into politics. He cray like most politicians. But yeah, that would be who I'd direct my emails, mail, or threatening letters or whatever. to,
Absolutely.
so.
But Lisa will be attacking this in
I wonder if she
future
is-
programs,
I wonder
and
if she is high when she emailed us that.
I have no clue.
Like the nads on a giraffe, I bet.
Oh my!
But we're here for you, Lisa.
Okay, let's take a look at some of the other emails that we've gotten in. Mustang Barry, I like that.
Barry.
He wrote in to ask us to talk about the political climate today,
Very important.
and then if NASCAR's Jimmy Johnson will ever win a race this year. Well, Mustang, I got news for you. All of those races have been canceled, so as of right now, no,
It doesn't
he
matter.
will not.
That's right.
He will not be winning a NASCAR race.
In fact, what Jack and I know about NASCAR, as you all know, Barry, because you're a dear friend of ours, might fit under your pinky nail after you trim your nails. So we might have you on a future broadcast to let you enlighten the world on, because you're very well versed on NASCAR races. He travels around. He's even given me tickets to go out to Texas Motor Speedway, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's building a hot rod. Ow. He's
Did you
building-
doctor my coffee, incidentally?
No, but I've had a real intimate conversation with mine.
Lord have mercy on my soul.
Good stuff.
But Barry, we'll find out more. We have several NASCAR aficionados that we count as our friends.
Yeah.
That will keep us updated as far as if they're going to return and what
You know who they are
circumstances
too,
and
Barry.
conditions. Yeah. So, and Barry does too. He certainly does.
But as far as the political climate, it sucks. Just like, just as the big virus does and all the nimrods that are not using their common sense and dealing with it. I mean, who knows? I mean, it's kind of like Texas weather. If you don't like the political climate, wait 15 minutes, it'll change.
It'll change.
So,
That is correct.
Yeah.
But we'll find out more on that. I mean, we can do a whole show on the political situation, which we are going to do in the near future. And that should be a lot of fun.
yeah. Moving right along. Oh, look, Steve from Hawaii. My bud, my nephew.
Yeah, Hawaii. I like it.
He wants to know, that if we believe that the coronavirus was developed to weaken President Trump's forward progress on the world market.
Well, that's a good
Now,
question.
there's a pine box full of wonders.
Yeah, well, I could go on and on and on and on about that, but I'd piss off some of the people on the left, but who cares?
They don't like our show anyway.
Yeah, I have been very impressed with President Trump's attack on people taking advantage of the United States and having America pay everything from NATO to taxes and things like this. I've been very impressed with him, and
I'm impressed with his sense of humor and the way he talks about people.
well, yeah, and
But I'm that way, so.
I've got a challenge for all of you media people out there. Get smart. Be journalists like we used to have. Ask direct questions that pertain to the situation, not adding words into what people say and things like this. This is how the American people
I.e.
get so...
being a sheeple.
Yeah, that's just how American people get so confused because they watch the communist news, CNN, and
Communist News Network.
yeah, and they see all this stuff, and it's crazy. It's just absolutely nuts.
And I'm getting to where I don't even, and Helen can, well, I mean,
Yeah.
I'll watch very little TV unless it's something funny or goofy on. But I don't even watch the networks anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of hard, being an old media guy. We grew up in the time where when the FCC was regulated, and boy, you really had to be careful, or they would stick it to you, take away your license that you worked so hard for.
Oh yeah.
But it's crazy. I'm very proud of President Trump and what he's doing, not because I'm a member of that party. It's because I've really been impressed about how he's attacked things and let things bounce off his shoulder. But that's fodder for another day, though.
And as far as, was it developed to weaken President Trump, or was it developed to make the world population smaller? Was it developed just because somebody got pissed off at me and wanted me to be sick because they licked my lollipop? I mean, who knows? I'll put it this way, Steve. It wouldn't surprise me in the least I mean, there's an agenda behind everything.
That
you
is
know? I
true.
mean, who the hell knows? Maybe Trump invented it. Who knows? Who knows?
Ah,
you know?
who knows right now?
Had that bad chicken.
Yeah, we could point fingers in every direction, but
That's right.
that'll be something that we'll be keeping everybody updated on.
I'm sure the media
And,
will keep you posted. So.
Yeah, and Rory from Oklahoma wants to know what are diehard Democrats going to do about their leaders going so far left? Oh boy.
Well,
You got to be careful on this one.
she's a very dear friend of mine. I've known Rory Belinda for years and years and years, back in the Houston days. It'll take care of itself, I think, Rory. I mean, since the world is flat and everything, you know, you can only go so far to the edge and then you fall off. End of problem. That's what Archie Bunker would have said. By God.
Archie, oh Archie. I pressed the wrong button again.
I mean, who knows? Everybody's got an agenda and the right. That's what has made this great country so wonderful. I mean, well, up till recently anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, we all have the God-given right to believe in and vote for anyway, you know, and to have the opinion of anything that we
That is
believe
correct.
in, you know.
That is correct.
So, I mean,
The big thing is that even if your opinions differ, Pap, in this country you have a right to talk about it.
exactly.
The big problem that you see with a lot of these people that are far left and all this stuff is that once you start voicing your opinion opposed to theirs, they get radical.
Yeah, but in defense, you know, and don't get me wrong, you know what my platform is, bro. In defense of that, they have
They
that
used to call it a hangman's noose, your platform.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's not politically correct anymore, which is a bunch of crap too. But I mean, in defense of the Dems, you know, the left or right, we both have our own self-valued opinions, and we have that right to voice that.
Absolutely.
And just like you said, you can't voice a far right opinion without getting bashed or stepped on.
That's correct.
Well, there's Republicans that, I mean, there's, you know, it goes both ways is what I'm trying to say.
It does.
They believe in their agenda just as strong as we do, which
I agree.
they're wrong and we're right.
Yeah.
But that's my opinion, which is what this show is based on. Strictly opinion.
Absolutely. And once again, we want to encourage you to send your thoughts, your suggestions, your ideas of what you would like us to talk
Your
about,
toilet
because this
paper and all your
program
money,
is
too.
for you people.
That's right.
Not for us. We're just having fun with it. But this is for you people. And if you don't mind us using your first name, use it in your email, and we'll use your first name only and where you're from. We'd like to know that.
Or I could make up some pretty good names.
Yeah.
Ain't they right, numbnuts?
Oops. There you go again.
Gotta be all that. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. All right, everybody, we again want to say thank you for joining us on our initial broadcast.
Thank you for your patience.
Yeah,
You guys rock.
they really do, and thanks to Miss Kay for all the stuff she's done and all the technical problems that we experienced.
Oh, yeah. Without you, it would not be possible, darling.
Absolutely, and
I'm sorry I make fun of your height.
absolutely. But anyway, we
make me some
really
cookies.
do want to encourage you to let us know. Go on our YouTube channel and please subscribe, because the more subscribers we have, the longer we can keep doing this, according to YouTube
And it's
Google.
a very simple process.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
free,
if
too.
you're not already tagged into YouTube, just it's probably already on your icon page on your phone or computer. Just pull them up, go to the search bar, type in Grandpa and Pappy.
That's exactly
Bam.
correct.
We'll
There it
pop right
goes.
up.
And it'll ask you if you want to subscribe. Just say yeah. It don't cost you anything, and we appreciate it. Especially the 3 people that sent us emails today to tell us they had subscribed.
Yeah.
And that's about all the time we got for the
Yeah.
first one. We've had a blast.
It's
Pat.
been a hoot.
It has been a lot
Been a
of
hoot.
fun.
Got
and-
one in the bucket. so-
Absolutely. So our first one is history. We want to say thank you, and we salute you, and we will see you next time.
Adios.
Goodbye.